Dear Jenny, my name is Emily Waters. I am 38 years old, and I live in a small town in the middle of the Nevada desert. I've lived here for years, and I know everyone in town. We have a small grocery store, a gas station, and a diner where everyone gathers for breakfast in the mornings. It's a close-knit community, and we all look out for each other. It's meant for simple folk like myself who want to get away from the chaos of the major cities while not being truly alone. Which is why what I'm about to tell you is so strange. A few months ago, I started hearing a strange humming sound coming from outside my house. It only sounds off at night, which is already weird enough. At first, I thought it was just my imagination, or maybe the windmill creaking across the road. But then I started to hear it every night. It was a low, droning sound that seemed to vibrate through the walls. It was unnatural, and even writing this can barely accentuate the gravity of the rumble. At first, I tried to find the source of the sound, but gave up after hours of nothing. No one in the diner mentioned it when I went for breakfast the next morning, so I thought it was some weird wind passing through. When it came back later that night, I just put in earplugs and went to sleep. But for a while, it was just a sound, just a low and unnatural hum. But then I started having strange dreams. In them, I was standing in the middle of a desert with a group of people I didn't know, and we were all staring up at the sky in some sort of reverence. There was something up there, something large and dark that blotted out the stars like a massive cloud. I couldn't pull away and just kept looking up into the air, like a woman possessed. And then the humming would start. It was loud, practically booming in my ears, and I would wake up in a cold sweat when it became too much for my head to handle. For days, the dreams would come back sporadically as I slept, until they became a nightly occurrence I could not escape from. They started to affect my daily life, and everyone noticed. I was always tired and irritable at breakfast, and I would start seeing things that weren't there when I went shopping, like shadows or small bouts of movement in the corners of the town. Every time I looked in the mirror, the dark circles under my eyes would intensify, despite the sleep I was desperately trying to get. And then, one night, I saw something else. I was lying in bed, trying to stay awake in fear of my dreams, when I saw a flash of light outside my window. It was like lightning had struck down, but there wasn't a cloud in the sky or rain that followed it. And then I heard a voice, a deep and echoey voice that spoke directly into my mind. I couldn't understand it or what it was trying to say, but I had never felt more terrified in my life after hearing it. I jumped out of bed and ran to the window to try and see if someone was there, but there was nothing waiting for me. No sign of anything that could have caused the flash of light or the voice in my head. But the humming came louder, and I knew something was out there, telling me something about it. I don't know what to do, Jenny. I'm scared for my life, the lives of my neighbors, my little town. I tried to talk to the city leaders about the humming, but they all think I'm crazy. It makes sense in their position, but they don't understand what I've been through. I've even tried to leave town for my own safety, but every time I get in my damn car, I get this overwhelming sense of dread that keeps me from leaving the border. I need some way to translate this voice's message. I need to know what the hell I'm dealing with. How do I communicate back with this entity so I can take my life back and stop that goddamn humming?